Ever get the feeling you're doing everything right, playing by the rules and still getting passed over? Some people can lie, cheat, and backstab their way to the top while you're stuck being the nice guy. We see it everywhere, in history, politics, and even in our workplaces. Individuals who seem to lack basic morality achieve incredible levels of power. We are here to ask why. Is it just random? Is the world fundamentally unfair? Or is there a more complex reason why those who embrace ruthlessness seem to thrive? Does morality put you at a disadvantage? Today we will confront the truth about power, morality, and success. Prepare to confront the complex, sometimes unsettling realities and discover how you can achieve your goals without compromising your values. Buckle up, because this could change how you view the dynamics of the world. Let's dive in. The ruthless reality. Let's be honest, we have all seen it. You are in a room full of people, all fighting for a similar position. There are those working hard, following protocol, and others who are willing to deceive, manipulate, and crush the dreams of anyone who stands in their way. It often seems like the second group gets farther. How does that happen? Is our system rigged in favor of those who are willing to do whatever it takes? History is full of powerful people who have exploited others to reach the top. But is there a concrete reason? This harsh truth forces us to confront a question. Is morality a weakness in the pursuit of power? Here is the paradox. The worst people succeed temporarily, but history often shows their fall from grace. What is the explanation for both their success and their failings? Most importantly, how can we maintain our principles in a world where those principles seem to be a disadvantage? Nietzsche and the morality of power. To understand this, we need to delve into philosophy, more specifically, the teachings of Friedrich Nietzsche. Nietzsche viewed power as a neutral fact of life. Neither good nor evil, power simply is. To be powerful is to be alive. How can we explain the success of bad people? By understanding the nature of power itself. To do that, we have to look at one of Nietzsche's most controversial ideas: master morality versus slave morality. Imagine two warriors on a battlefield. One is strong, brave, and confident. He takes what he needs and is unafraid to shape the world according to his will. The other relies on outside validation, seeks fairness at every turn, and hopes his virtue will be rewarded. Which is more likely to survive, more likely to rule? Nietzsche said that morality isn't some universal concept. Instead, he argued that it arises out of the power dynamics of history. Nietzsche saw two moral systems: master morality and slave morality. They explain why ruthless people thrive while kind people struggle. Master morality values strength, courage, ambition, and power. To a master, good is anything that enhances their ability to dominate, create, and assert their will on the world. They don't ask for approval. They define worth for themselves, take responsibility for their destiny, and see weakness as something to be overcome. Slave morality, on the other hand, values humility, obedience, and self-sacrifice. It teaches suffering is noble and power is evil. Nietzsche saw this as a moral system created by those who can't dominate, a psychological adaptation that allowed them to survive in a world controlled by the strong. Here is the uncomfortable truth. Slave morality doesn't prevent ruthlessness. It enables it. By shaming ambition and condemning the pursuit of power, it leaves power to those who don't care about morality. While good people hesitate, those who embrace master morality take control. In a world where hesitation equals defeat, the results are inevitable. The psychology of ruthlessness. Picture a wild place untouched by civilization. To survive here, it's not about fairness. It is about strength and the willingness to do what is necessary. The lion doesn't apologize for the hunt. Nature rewards those who endure and dominate. Human society is similar. Beneath our laws, the battle for survival continues. Those in power share a trait: ruthlessness, not necessarily cruelty, but the ability to act decisively without guilt. It is an adaptation that allows people to seize control. Psychologists have studied what traits predict success in competition. They see high ambition, low sensitivity to fear, and reduced empathy for those in the way. Powerful people aren't all psychopaths, but many have traits that let them act without the emotional restraints holding others back. Leaders and entrepreneurs throughout history show a pattern. Hesitation is a liability, and power is taken, not given. Strong people do not wait for permission. They act, take risks, and deal with the consequences later. That's why ruthless people rise while hesitant people stay behind. But ruthlessness is not enough. Those with power but without wisdom fall. The same traits that help someone rise can bring them down. A leader who rules by fear will be consumed by the forces they control. History is full of tyrants who thought they were invincible until they weren't. The illusion of fairness. So if ruthless people seize power, are morality and fairness doomed? Not necessarily, but we need to question the belief that the world is fair. From childhood, we are told that the world is fair, good people are rewarded, and justice prevails. But as we grow, we see the contradiction. The hardest workers aren't always the richest, the most honest don't always lead, and the kindest are often broken. This disconnect isn't a flaw, it is the system. Fairness is a social construct to maintain order, not a reflection of reality. It's a comforting illusion. Power and success aren't handed out based on merit. They are taken by those who understand the game. The just world fallacy is the belief that people get what they deserve. This belief is dangerous because it encourages passivity. If we think goodness leads to success, we ignore competition, strategy, and power. While we wait for justice, others are moving forward. But does this mean morality is pointless? Should we abandon principles? We need to understand the game without becoming enslaved to it. The most hurt are those who think being nice is enough. Those who balance integrity with strategy rewrite the rules. Fairness isn't expected, it is created, and that requires power. The Ubermensch and beyond Nietzsche saw this struggle as part of being human. He didn't say to surrender or become ruthless. He pointed to something higher, to transcend both weakness and cruelty. We must explore his idea of the Ubermensch. Imagine standing at the edge of the unknown. Behind you is a world full of injustice and limitations before you are a path. Only the bold take. Most hesitate, trapped by fear, but some leap. These are the Ubermenschen who rise above the masses and redefine power. Nietzsche's Ubermensch, or Overman, isn't about brute force. It's about self-overcoming. It is about refusing to be a victim, questioning morality, and shaping your destiny instead of conforming. At the heart of the Ubermensch is the will to power. It is about embracing instincts to create, transform, and impose meaning on the world. It's not about controlling others, but controlling yourself. This is why the worst people may rise but never transcend. The ruthless play a temporary game, climbing through manipulation. The Ubermensch plays the infinite game, building something greater than themselves. They are creators, not just takers. How to win without being evil. So how do we do this? How do we navigate a world that rewards ruthlessness without becoming ruthless? Understand power, not as a weapon, but as a tool. Learn to compete without losing yourself. Here are key strategies. Accept that life isn't fair. Strong competitors accept this early. They don't complain about injustice. They learn the rules and use them. Master the rules of the game. Knowledge is power. Learn how systems function, incentives, loopholes, and pressure points. Develop strategic empathy. Read people, recognize motives, and anticipate moves. Navigate deception without becoming deceptive. Cultivate inner strength. Most people are controlled by fear. Develop internal power, embrace discomfort, take risks, and forge your path despite opposition. Embrace controlled ruthlessness. Mindless ruthlessness is destruction. Controlled ruthlessness is making hard choices without hesitation. Focus on creation, not exploitation. The ruthless rise fast and fall hard because their power is built on exploitation. The Ubermensch builds. Can you succeed in a world that rewards ruthlessness? Yes. Stop playing by the old rules. Stop expecting fairness and start mastering power. The true nature of power is power evil or is it misunderstood? Power drives the world, shaping lives. Nietzsche said that power isn't just about domination. It's about creation and surpassing yourself. It's about transcending limitations and becoming more than you imagined. Throughout history, power has been linked to corruption, but is power evil, or does it expose the worst parts of human nature? Nietzsche argued that power in its purest form isn't about harming others. It's about self-overcoming, striving for greatness, and creating new values, not succumbing to societal moralities. If we reject conventional morality and create our own rules, are we embodying the truest form of life, raw and unfiltered? Nietzsche didn't see the will to power as control over others, but as an inner drive to live fully and explore our potential. So, is power evil? Not inherently. It's a tool. Wielded with integrity, it leads to greatness. Used for selfish gain, it reveals our darker sides. Nietzsche challenges us to rethink power, not as something to fear, but as something to master through discipline and strength. So what do you think? Is the world rigged? Is morality a weakness? Let me know in the comments, subscribe, and share if you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.